What video game was 100% amazing from start to finish? Portal just felt like the entire game was a compact, flawless experience that didn't overstay its welcome. You could say that this was a triumph. You're making a note there? Huge success. I mean, it's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture Science, we do what we must, because we can. Portal 2. Super Mario Bros. 3. No boring levels. No dull fetch quests. No tedious tutorials. Just perfection the whole way through. Best Mario game ever made. Even the friction between Mario and the floor felt perfect. Super Mario World might have the most content, but mechanically, SMB3 has no contender. Ratchet & Clank. What a great series overall. I absolutely love these games. Up Your Arsenal and Going Commando were my favorites. Super Mario RPG, it was the first game that introduced me into the RPG world and the first game that I fell in love with the story. I know Paper Mario is supposed to be a spiritual successor, but what I wouldn't give to have an actual Mario RPG too. Hell yeah, I've always imagined a new adventure with new bad guys, exploring Star Road, and seeing Mallow and Gino return, just epic. This is all I've ever wanted since I was like 8 years old. I love everything about GTA Vice City. From the opening scene when you're introduced to the main characters, Tommy Vercetti being my all-time favorite protagonist, to the setting of 1986 Miami, the story and all the missions, and the music. I could be listening to Billie Jean while shooting gang members out of a helicopter. I was thinking about Vice City, but then I remembered the Demolition Man mission, the one with the RC helicopter. Dude, duck that mission. BioShock. Immersive story, fun gameplay. The whole package. Wrench-only playthrough FTW. There are guns? Yeah, but you need to save all the ammo for them just in case. Better stick with using the wrench. I'm sure something will come up requiring all this ammo. Oops, game's over. You'll for sure need this tripwire mine for the endgame. We'll say that it was fun as Duck dropping a shit ton of tripwires on a Big Daddy's path and watching them get shredded in seconds. Especially the ones that charge at you. I put like 12 in a row once and the Big Daddy charged at me and his corpse flew across the room. Chrono Trigger. Escape from Monkey Island. That game was my childhood. Super Mario Galaxy. Rumors of a Switch port soon. Can't wait. Don't do that. Don't give me hope. Knights of the Old Republic. I love the game, but those underwater Manon missions in that slow Wii U suit drove me nuts. You can actually pop force speed just before going through the door and you'll be speedy in your underwater suit. Oh damn, might have to reinstall now. Thanks. Command Conquer Red Alert. Doom. Doom 2016 is pretty solid, too. It has an exceptional soundtrack as well. Doom 2016 has to be the best reboot of a series ever. I feel like usually these big franchises get more tired and just slowly fade away. It's shocking how different and how awesome the new Doom games are. What's great is that it managed to modernize the 90s high-octane shooter without resorting to many of the tired tropes we see in current-day shooters. It's both retro and new at the same time. Many games promise that, few deliver on it to that degree. Seriously, this is why I absolutely love Doom Eternal's Slayer Gates. To unlock them you gotta go find a hidden key, then beat these super hard-ass levels. There's about 8 of them and one of them have like 2 Barons of Hells. After you go through the whole campaign completing every challenge, you unlock the Unmaker. It's a super badass demon weapon that kills everything in sight. I mean, do you remember that? You remember unlocking shit for just playing the game and doing hidden challenges? Beautiful. Dude, yes. Some of those gates took so many tries, but each time was an absolute rush. So good. Halo 3. Custom games in Halo 3 were my first ever online gaming experience. I miss those days, frown. For real. Made so many friends by just hoping from custom games. Loved playing Griffball. Forge and Theater mode were pretty amazing back then too. Metal Gear Solid. MGS3 is a top 10 game of all time, it meets the criteria of perfection. MGS3 sticks out to me as well. The camo and eating was something that was very impressive to me. Also lots of memorable characters. Snake Eater? Oh my yes. I have so many memories of playing this game. There are 10,000 million billion little things in that game, you could find everything you think there is, and then someone finds something else. You can spin Snake around in the surgery view to make him throw up, the fight with the end is great. He's an old guy so you can wait a week or two and he just dies from old age. If you catch him enough times he'll die from a heart attack, depending on where he is you can catch a glint of light off his scope, if you catch his bird early in the game it makes it harder for him to locate you, and if you eat it during the fight he starts yelling. You can use the Konami code to find locations where he can hide, his footprints are dim but you can use the thermal goggles to track his movement, and if you use the directional microphone you can hear him breathing and mumbling to himself. One good way to beat the fear is to kill a poison dart frog and let its meat rot in your inventory and throw it and he'll eat it and throw up so that's good for a stamina win. You can shoot him right after a cutscene before you go into a facility. Hess sitting in a wheelchair and if you shoot him he just explodes, if I remember correctly. Then you don't even fight him. Zelda Ocarina of Time edit. For the people reacting to my comment saying the water temple was broken and horrible, I loved how challenging it was, in a frustrating tormenting kind of way lol. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time Mass Effect 2 Chrono Trigger. Replayed Dishonored recently I think it still holds up well. I played Dishonored 1 and 2 until the wheels fell off. I'm thinking about doing another playthrough of 2 just for the hell of it. I love the series so much, I even bought a bone charm necklace off of the Bethesda website. If you haven't, Death of the Outsider is good as well with a little tweak to the abilities that make stealth, if you're into it, more fun. Fallout New Vegas. With a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hive. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Age of Empires 2. I am so happy about the comeback this game has made. God bless T90. Also thanks to Microsoft for making a perfect remaster. Red Dead Redemption. There was nothing like it when it came out. I still play it to this day. The story is incredible and the views are beautiful. A totally immersive gaming experience. Ocarina of Time, BioShock, Horizon Zero Dawn, Metroid Prime, Dead Space, in no particular order. Subnautica. Love this game. I'm in the early access of Subnautica, Below Zero. Also fun, but something is missing. Totally agree. Not sure what it is, but it feels empty. Have you considered that it's the sense of loneliness and desperation being entirely removed from the game? Altera, knowing where you are to help at all times, constantly talking to your sister, you are never alone. Just FYI, but they've completely reworked the story so that's not really a thing anymore. Some spots definitely feel more terrifying than the original though. Hollow Knight. Legend of Zelda Batu, Uncharted. The Elder Scrolls, Part 3, Morrowind especially. I still get real joy out of Skyrim. I played Oblivion but none of the other games tbh. Even though it has been memed to hell, the opening of Skyrim still manages to take my breath away. Even when Alden is replaced by Thomas the Tank Engine. For me it's gotta be The Last of Us 1. Amazing writing, amazing characters and a rich and detailed world. Was hooked from the opening scene. Halo 2. Post-credit cutscene hyped every gamer who played that. Honestly, the saga of Say 230 DST Reach are all amazing games. I'm sure there are technically bad parts but there isn't one of those I wouldn't want to sit down and play through on Heroic at any time. They're incredible. The Pillar of Autumn in Reach was one of the best missions I've ever played in that series. There wasn't an actual timer on the mission but you really felt how urgent it was to haul ass to the ship and the whole way there was filled with great set pieces for fights. Such a good mission. I also love that you fought every species of the Covenant in that mission. It made it feel very final and epic.